And in the same park, there has been no lack of discussion about America's pavilion for the upcoming World Expo, and not all of it good. But earlier, I caught up with the Pavillion CEO Nick Winslow, and he is confident the facility will do America proud. The U.S. Pavilion is a two-wing complex that is said to resemble an eagle. The shape isn't very eye-catching compared to other pavilions in the park, but it is the result of 8 months of hard work. America was the last country to sign a participation contract on July 2009, and also the last to start work on its self-built pavilion the same month. That was 8 months behind the French pavilion and nearly half a year behind Britain and Australia. But all of these major participants will have the same size pavilions at 6,000 square meters. Financing has been the biggest obstacle for America to join the Shanghai World Expo. Winslow says the turning point came when Secretary of State Hillary Clinton stepped in.
Last fall, you had a little event in Beijing called the Olympic Games. And all of our sponsors said, you know, we'd really love to talk to you, but we're going to see how the Beijing Games turn out first. And then there was a little thing in the United States called the elections, kind of a big thing called the world economy going in the tank, and then the transition, to a new government where, a lot of new State Department officials. So there was a 6-month period there where everything stalled. And then when Hillary Clinton came to Beijing last February, our world changed. The Chinese officials said in no uncertain terms, this is really important to us. And Hillary is a very smart lady, and she understood the message. And so she put a framework around our effort that enabled us to raise the money to be successful.
Hillary Clinton started to push forward the Expo project last June, and she visited the U.S. Pavilion 4 months later after venue had been capped. The construction work went quickly, as did finding sponsors. 13 sponsors offered up 2/3 of the pavilion's $61 million budget in short order. Since then, another 10 sponsors have made up the deficit. But that good news has also raised some concerns. Some questioned the number of big companies involved, including GE, Dell, Pepsi, and American Airlines, saying the building will be filled with advertising for those who donated money. Winslow disagrees.
Corporations taking responsible actions in their communities to be good corporate citizens. There's no overt selling. This is not a trade show. Everybody's heard that message from us. And the interesting thing to us was how easily these people accepted it. We didn't have any pushback at all. People saying, I really want to sell my gas. They said, we want to show the people in China that we are good corporate citizens in China. So that's what that's all about.
But critics did not stop there. Many people have blasted the design, calling it decidedly plain. But Winslow says organizers didn't focus on the outside. They want visitors to remember what they see inside. America is home to nearly 200 million hectares of farmland, more than any other countries. Winslow says that's why he decided to make rural life one important part of American culture at the pavilion.
First of all, our goal was to build a real urban building. A lot of World's Fair pavilions, as you've seen, are very fanciful, and there's some very interesting architecture, very interesting structure. We really felt this should be something that actually might occur in a real urban center. But at its heart, the entryway is an arbor of trees. And what we've attempted to do there is honor the theme by bringing the rural life into the city. So our guests go into an urban structure through a platform of trees. And with a waterfall, and these are all analogs to, paying homage to, the rural environment.
Walking through these trees, you get to the main entrance of the U.S. Pavilion. Officials believe there will be a long queue here, so to prevent visitors from getting bored, there will be lots of singing and dancing performances going on around you, from 1970s classic all the way to the contemporary hip-hop and R&B. A working farm will be built on the second floor. The idea was triggered by Michelle Obama's farm at the White House. Visitors will enjoy some organic American food grown here in Shanghai. But the big draw is a 4D movie theater, which combines a 3D film with a theater that moves. Similar technologies are widely used in American theme parks like Disneyland. Winslow believes the American film